Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Skyrim Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the Voidgate mod, which is being made by user Arctal. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is a simple town portal spell, which I've been having a whole lot of fun with. Now I know that we actually have seen a number of similar spells to this that allow you to teleport from anywhere in the world to a specific point that you set in the world. We even do use one in my Skyrim stream series, but the really great part about this that sets it apart is it then allows you to return from where you teleported from. So if you want to go sell things in Whiterun, but you don't want to, lose your progress out in the wilderness somewhere, you can go to Whiterun and then go immediately back. It's amazing, and I love it. Now, I gotta admit, though, this is the first spell we've looked at on this series, so I don't quite know how to show this one. Normally, I've got, like, the transition, then, like, a, little scene of the thing in action, but I don't quite know how to show this, so let's just jump right into the magic tab. And in the conjuration section of our magical spells is the Conjure Voidgate spell, and it is a novice level spell and doesn't use a whole lot of magic there at just 44. And basically how it works, as it says right here in the description, you're going to place a gateway anchor somewhere in the world, and then whenever you cast it next, it's going to open a gateway to that anchor, which is pretty cool. And once you actually go through the gateway, wherever you cast it from is automatically going to place a new anchor, and that's how you get back to where you teleported from, which is pretty cool. Now, it is a one-handed spell. You can, so you don't have to, sit there with both hands. You can still have some sort of offensive capability while charging if you're trying to do this in the middle of a fight. But just for the sake of the visual, I like having it on both hands, because otherwise we just got one as a clenched fist, and that's a little weird. So let's tab out and show how to use it. Now, the first time you do cast it, as my character hasn't done that yet on this save, you are just going to want to charge it up. It does take a bit to charge, which is why I like that it is a one-handed spell, so you can still be firing other spells with your other hand. But we're just going to pop it on the ground, and there you go. You get a cool particle effect, and now a permanent particle effect at this location. This little swirling particle thing here is going to stay here forever and ever, well, until you use the spell again, which is pretty cool. Now, of course, we could go anywhere in the world to teleport to this location, but just to make things a little quicker here, we are going to go to the other side of our castle and cast it from right over here. Now, I could charge this up and cast it at my feet, and if I did that, we would immediately teleport over there, because how this works is you actually want to walk in to the gateway. But so we can see the particle effect, we're going to shoot it just in front of us and watch the cool effects. There's like a weird distortion wave, and then the particles, and plus sound, so I'll shut up. There we are. You gotta love it. Now, you did see the screen shake there, and that's because it actually is pumping out some force. So if you did cast this in, say, the middle of a market or something, you may send some cabbages flying. But I do love the particles here. You got swirling purple energy, plus the little particle effects in the middle, and there it goes. It did just go away. It does have a time limit. It's not going to last there forever, unlike the particle anchor, so you do have a short amount of time to do it. So let's pop this again and actually go through it this time. So yes, just to keep in mind that it's going to disappear, so if you are busy doing something, you are going to want to just, once you cast it, run right into the middle, and boom, there you go. We get teleported over to our anchor. And look at that, it's pretty darn cool. I love that. And now, because we did go through the gateway, we now have a new anchor over here. And that is how you get back to your previously casted location. Now, that does mean if you did say, teleport back to Whiterun and then decide to take the cart over to, I don't know, Solitude, you could then go back into the wild from wherever you were, but remember, once we cast this spell again, it's going to now have the anchor there. Now let's actually fly up into the tower real quick to show off that force. As I did mention, when you do cast this thing, it is going to create some force, which may send some stuff flying. It shouldn't be enough to hurt NPCs, so you're not going to get in trouble for teleporting in the middle of a marketplace. But if we do cast it right by that table there, you should see those tankards and stuff get bunched around a little bit. So there we go. And boom, yep, the tankers got knocked around. One book even fell off of the table. And the same thing happens when we do go through. It's going to send out another shockwave as we travel. And there we go. There was the shockwave. So yeah, it is going to cause a little bit of chaos, but nothing honestly too bad. And I do love the fact that, yeah, now there's just an anchor up there, so we could travel back to the top of this tower whenever we wanted from anywhere in the world. That is a pretty cool thing. Now, I do have one minor complaint about this mod. Besides this one complaint, I love it. I've been having so much fun with this. I may even keep it in my stream series. I don't know. I've got multiple teleport spells now, so it may be a little bit much. But the one downside is you get the spell for free. Immediately upon loading into the game with this mod downloaded, you are going to get the Conjure Voidgate, which, as someone who loves to roleplay my characters, that seems a bit much. I would much rather have it as a book somewhere in the world that we either had to find or purchase, instead of just giving us something for free, especially with how powerful this is. We can literally use it to fast travel from anywhere to a specific place we want, and then return back. Even if it's in the middle of the world, whoops, still got that error, even if it's in the middle of the world where you don't have a location to normally fast travel to, you can use this spell to get there, and that is pretty darn cool. So something that powerful, I really think, should have to be either found or purchased. But it is free. But that is the one minor complaint I do have. Other than that, it's a fun little teleport spell that I have very much been enjoying. It's got cool effects, it has a lot of usability, and it's just very neat. So if you would like to take a look at this mod for yourself, which I'd certainly recommend you go and do, you can have a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that, my friends, is going to be it for this one today. Hopefully you all have enjoyed, and you do come back for the next. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one.